Hey guys, what is up and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be extremely different. As y'all know, I have a YouTube channel that's dedicated to the Christian lifestyle, and I do a lot of vlogs, I do devotionals, I talk about different things. But today's video is going to be extremely different than normal. I'm doing kind of just a real talk. I just want to be raw about what's been going on in my life and where I'm at. So after my New Year reset, I had all these plans and I was so excited for everything that I had going on. And essentially, it was going to be the best year ever, right? It was going to be my year. You know, things were going to be going great and smoothly. I felt so good about entering the new year. I had systems in place, I had plans in place, and really I had everything that I needed to succeed for the new year. But once it came down to it, the new year hit, the schedule got crazy, and I'm failing my New Year reset. I'm failing a lot of my goals, and January is really always been kind of that month of exhaustion because I'm finally like running out of adrenaline, and now it's kind of like I'm so tired. I can't get up in the morning, like 4:30 a.m., not happening. I can't do like basic things, like I can't go to the gym, I can't motivate myself, and my room has just been absolutely atrocious. And I read this quote, and I don't remember who said it, maybe I'll try to look it up, but he basically says, your room is a reflection of your heart and your head and where you're at. And my room is reflecting that I am a mess. I am a chaotic mess right now. Of course, I've got priorities like my job, my walk with God, and that's basically it. That's basically the only thing that's been happening on track. I've got to take care of her. I've got to take care of Autumn. Look at this little hair. It's just kind of hanging down. Oh, I snagged it off. Sorry. But I've got so much responsibilities that are just being lacked, and I'm doing my best, but I feel like I'm just hanging on. And last night I went to a service that my spiritual dad was preaching at, and I was so glad to get to just come and refresh. And I've heard that sermon a dozen times. You know, I'm his assistant, I work for him, but it really spoke to me last night and just refreshed my spirit. And I just said to God, like, God, I'm barely hanging on here. Like, I'm just mentally drained, and I'm giving everything I have, but I am so exhausted. I'm barely hanging on. I feel like I'm hanging on by a thread. And I felt like he spoke to me and just said, but you're hanging on. And it was just really profound because I felt like he was saying, you know, you're still trying, you're still giving me your best, you're still doing everything that you possibly can. So I guess like I'm just gonna try to hang in there. I'm gonna try to get things moving. My life has been so hectic and so stressful in so many ways, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that, but I just feel like that's like the biggest encouragement to me right now is you're hanging on, and you might not be perfect, you might not be getting all of your goals accomplished, you might be feeling discouraged, but you're hanging on. And this year was the year that, you know, discouragement was going to break off. Like, I wasn't going to be discouraged, I was going to be upbeat. My theme for the year is upbeat, because last year I felt like I experienced so much discouragement, just an abundance of discouragement. Every situation, discouragement. Everything that I was going through, I was discouraged. And so this year, like, my quote or theme for the year is upbeat. And that applies to so many different things, you know, being light, being airy, and having a good time. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what my stress is and how I'm going to overcome it and get past it. Okay, so I almost just died. Seriously, I'm freaking out. It smells like fire in here. Wow, that was crazy. I'm scared to like touch anything. Okay, so I was trying to pull down my extension cord and this little necklace was like wrapped in it. I unplugged this from the wall, by the way. It like freaking blew up. That's really bad. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I don't even. I mean, it's not connected to like an electrical outlet anymore, so I don't think I can use this extinguisher or this extension cord anymore. And then look at this. This necklace is done. Awesome. I just got done editing my YouTube video, and I'm uploading it and everything like that, but I am really trying to get motivated. I'm going out of town to get my car. So I'm working on lists. Struggle is real. Let me tell you that.
At my friend's wedding. He was kind of because he was going to school for criminal justice.
That's fascinating.
Part of the reason I know that I'm stressed out is because of my skin breaking out and everything like that, and just the way that I feel. I feel really, really tired, really fatigued, really stressed out. And life has just kind of been throwing some random things at me. You know, as you saw in the last vlog, I had a ministry trip, and I'm gonna just set you guys up. I had 2 ministry trips back to back. And then there's something that I'm going to talk a little bit about in next week's video. I'll do a little car tour. But I actually flew out to Florida because my Ford Flex has basically been working on for a month. And I've been really stressed out. I've been driving around in someone else's vehicle. But not only that, but my finances have been really, really struggling. So I've started door dashing and doing things to raise money. And so I'm working all the time. I'm doing everything I can to just stay motivated, stay focused, but I'm pouring out a lot. And then of course, if you think about last month, I was doing the production and everything with my job. And so life is a funny thing because it always turns out that come January, I'm exhausted and I can't throw all this extra stuff on myself, but that's what I've been doing. I'm starting piano lessons today, voice lessons today, so I've been trying to work on lesson planning and everything like that. But it's just been a lot. Like I'm mentally just exerting a lot. I don't know what the word is, but I'm giving everything I have. And see, I'm so tired I can't even come up with words. So it's just one of those situations, and I really like to get the music room done so I can stop thinking about it, stop stressing about it. And I don't want to save this for my new month reset for February because this is something that I've been putting off for weeks now, and I just want to get it done. One of the things I've been procrastinating is the music room, and I literally have lessons in like 2 hours, and I really want to get this done, or at least just get it looking good. I've already pulled out my coat rack, which I know it's ridiculous to have that many coats, and then I've gathered some stuff beside the door that I'm taking to the storage unit. So there's just a lot to do today. Okay. I am going to talk a little bit more about stress and just dive into it. But I'm so excited to drink this Olipop. It's a probiotic drink and it's really helped my stomach. It's also got like tonic in it. I don't really know what that means, but it's strawberry vanilla. It's a healthy drink, so it's really good. No, it actually is. I just haven't had anything sweet. Ah, the fan. Hold on. And this is what I mean by my life is absolute chaos. Because I can't even like think, and you can see it. It's all just chaos behind me. Ugh. So I'm going to be doing my makeup and my hair and stuff while I talk about a little bit of this, but you know, basically everything is chaotic, and I'm disorganized. I'm unmotivated. I haven't been to the gym in a hot minute. So I don't know. It's just been such a stressful time. I'm getting ready for piano lessons. I might try to film my car video. So excited to share that with you guys. Like, my car is so cute. I love it. And that's just going to be short and sweet. So I think I'm going to try this makeup out. It's got, yeah, let's just go for it. Maybe I shouldn't. Ew. It like came out crumpy. This is a Milani Screen Queen. I'm really more excited to try out my new palette that I got from Target. It's by ColourPop, and it's just really cute colors. I can't say the name of what it is because I didn't realize that was the name. So what is up? I don't handle stress very well. I think everyone in my life knows that. But for a long time, I didn't. So I feel like everybody was like looking at you like, when are you going to have a fall apart? And I was like, I'm not falling apart. I'm just stressed. But it's not normal to handle stress in the way that I handle it. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is. I think, you know, that's one of the tricks of the enemy is to make you feel alone, make you feel isolated, and make you feel like you're the only one who deals with this the way that you do. So I'm not going to feed into that, but I do feel really stressed out, and I feel like I don't handle it well. And people around me, you know, they might handle it better than me, but it doesn't mean that I'm alone in this struggle or whatever. Okay, this is not blending very easily. I think I'm done with that. Into the trash. Or as my nephew would say, into the trashy. So, real talk, this whole video, I was like thinking about filming it, and I was like, you know, my YouTube channel, it's mostly positive and like lighthearted, and I have fun, and of course I'm vulnerable, but only to an extent, and I don't really feel like this is the place for that, but it's my YouTube channel and I can do whatever I want. And I want to say a huge thank you to all of you subscribers, especially the people that are just coming in hot, but especially also to the ones that have been with me throughout this whole journey of having YouTube. I started over a year ago, and I thought, you know, I don't want it to be like this big blow up success. Like, I want to learn my way with YouTube, and I want to be able to find my rhythm. And I don't know that I necessarily have with YouTube. Like I said in a previous video, like, this is a hobby for me. But because it's my YouTube channel and I don't monetize it, I don't have enough subscribers or whatever to do that. And I don't have sponsors. I don't have anything going for me with it. I'm going to take YouTube where I want to go with it. And today I want to go personal. I want to go real talk. When we went to this church last night, I kind of just talked to the pastor, and I love them. I've known them for forever. So I don't even know how we just went right there, right to the serious conversation. But he gave this prophetic word about like how if you're struggling with carrying what God has given you, don't drop it. Like, it's, you know, just keep hanging on. And I shared a little bit about that earlier in the car. So I'm trying really hard not to drop it. I'm trying really hard to keep my focus and keep my motivation and keep having a good attitude about everything that God has called me to and not drop it. So I talked to him and I said, you know, that word was right on for me. You hit the hammer on the head. And so he just asked me, like, how are you filling up? And I was like, you know, honestly, like, I have my spiritual father speaks into my life, and then I have my morning time, and I never miss my morning time, but that's it. And he said, okay, what about in the direction of just like free time, like rest? Like, what are you doing for rest? And I was like, I don't have anything, because I really don't. You know, sports is not my thing. I don't have time anymore. I used to love shooting hoops by myself. If we had a basketball goal out in the front, I would still do that, just because like it's so peaceful and it's so like just it moves you around, but you're not thinking about anything but shooting hoops. Working out used to be fun for me, but the older I get, the bigger I get, the harder it gets. So the less fun it is. So yeah, working out isn't necessarily like as relaxing as it used to be when I was younger. And so I don't really have like an outlet, like seriously. And he was like, you know, you need to do that. You need to find something. I don't know what it is, but you need to find it. And of course I've heard this before, but, you know, you just don't really want to hear it until it's like, okay, if I don't do this, like I'm going to burn out. I'm going to lose my passion. And don't ask me why I'm putting bronzer under my eyes. I have no idea why I'm doing that, okay? My makeup looks so horrible right now, but I'm just stressed out. I'm not in the place right now where I can do like all the things that I used to do. I can't get motivated to do it. Like I've never been in that place, and I'm not lazy. I'm not like being lazy intentionally. I'm just stressed out and I'm just tired. So I gotta find what works for me. But I will say there's a few things that I do know that I'm sort of like diving into right now. And I want to talk to you guys about this, because if you're young and you're in ministry, or if you're just going through life and life's getting tough, I want to talk to you guys about stress management and stuff. And I don't manage stress well, but there is some things that I know about managing stress and things that work. So the first one is you need peace from the Lord. You can't find your peace from anyone or anything else. The things of this world are not going to satisfy you. So you need peace. You need to be able to relax in the Lord. You know, there's a difference. Like, I don't think that God's like, oh, if you find peace in watching Netflix, like that's not fair. You know, I think he does provide some of these fun avenues like golfing. That's what the pastor said last night. It could be dancing or ice skating or whatever, but I don't think that God takes the things of this world and is like, you cannot enjoy those things. But I think that when you have peace in the Lord, those things are actually more enjoyable, because you're finding rest in them rather than, you know, they're competitive or they're anything but rest. That helped a lot in my makeup. The next one that I kind of was thinking about was like prioritizing the things that matter versus the stuff that doesn't. That's super hard for me, because like sometimes I can't gauge like what, right now I just can't gauge like what's the most important thing to do. I genuinely cannot. I'm back and forth, like, is it this? Is it that? Is it this goal? Is it this task? You know, and I'm struggling with what actually matters. And so, you know, if you're there, if you're like that and you're struggling too, like, I feel like it's one of those things where you really need to just sit down and write out a list of why it matters. And if it really doesn't meet this, like that requirement of, okay, so it actually doesn't matter, then like stop focusing on it, stop doing it, or even just stop stressing about it and get it done when you can. Versus what I'm doing right now, which is everything matters. Everything is a priority. Everything, all my dreams, all my goals, all of these tasks from church, all these tasks from my personal, you know, work, all this stuff. And those things just really genuinely don't matter at all. Okay, I'm going to finish my makeup off camera and then I'll get right back with you guys. So I'm finally done getting ready. Well, getting my hair and makeup done for lessons, and I still have to get dressed and everything. And then I want to review the lessons just to make sure I'm really extra ready to go. But I was kind of talking about prioritizing the things that matter and, you know, not worrying about the things that don't. But the next thing I want to talk about, that I think really helps in the realm of stress is keeping myself clean. And what I mean by that is like keeping up my hygiene, you know, and making sure that I am taking good care of my hygiene. I think that when you have either seasonal depression or anxiety or stress or whatever, you know, you can stop taking care of yourself. And for me, I haven't washed my hair in over a week. I don't know. I was just so like over like just life. I would still shower, but like I didn't like actually wash my hair. So this is the first time that my hair's been like actually cleaned in a few days or whatever, in a week. And so I'm like really happy and I feel a lot better. And my hair, I went ahead and double washed it because like I just felt like it was so gross. And I've been using this powdered shampoo. It's called Big Sexy Hair or whatever. It's Sexy Hair. I don't love it. And it actually leaves my hair feeling really disgusting. So I don't think that's the product for me. But I'm not going to use it, but my hair does look super nice, and I curled it, and I'm just gonna pin this up because I curled it the wrong way. But yeah, I think, you know, just keeping up with that is something like really good advice. And then the next thing is remembering that all the goals and dreams can't just like happen. They require work and they require dedication and effort. But if you can't give it the best, like you're not doing the systems or you're not doing everything perfectly, like at least just give your best. And that's what I'm trying to tell myself is like, I right now might not be able to be at my A game. I might not be waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I might be struggling with, you know, just daily habits, but I'm going to give it my best. And if I don't wake up at 8:30 in the morning every day, or 4:30 in the morning, and I get up at 7:30, then hey, like you have 30 minutes, do what you can. And then, you know, take your vitamins when you can and whatnot. So I really am just focusing on doing my best, and that makes me feel a lot better. Well, that pretty much wraps up today's video. I know it was a little bit more intense, but I wanted to share with you guys a little bit more vulnerable because I feel like, you know, in the YouTube world at least, or just in Christian world in general, people just don't really like show that side of struggle, and being transparent isn't necessarily the most fun thing to do, but it does feel right to be honest and be genuine. And people that know me know that I like my structure and I like my systems, but this is just me saying, hey, like sometimes I don't meet the mark that I set for myself. Sometimes I don't meet my goals or my habits, but the Bible says in Philippians 4:7, I believe, that God gives us a peace that surpasses all understanding, and we can have that to guard our heart. And so I'm going to be guarding my heart with that peace. And even though life just seems chaotic and there's a lot going on in my life, I'm going to count on that peace and depend on that peace and rely on the Prince of Peace to basically just guard me and protect me and guard my heart. So I hope you guys got a little bit of encouragement as well as just saw me in a more vulnerable way, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, don't worry, because next week's video will be lots of fun, so don't worry about that. And I will see you guys next time. Love you guys.